Today I'd like to tell you a little bit of a story. I want to tell you how I got to the point where I am, why I do the style and type of nutrition that I do. I've been quite lucky in the fact that I've always known that I wanted to teach and I wanted to work with people and I wanted to help people. Although the idea of how I was going to do that has transitioned. Originally I wanted to be a primary school teacher, then I wanted to be a PE teacher, then I realised I wanted to work with adults primarily. I always knew I wanted it to help people and to assist people. After university, I had the opportunity of working as a gym instructor, having done sports science and technology. And there I started really discovering my passion for helping people to get fit and get well. After working for gyms, I then moved across to a different gym and became self-employed as a personal trainer. Here there's quite a lot of competition. Everybody wanted the same client, normally based around weight loss. So I decided to go in a different direction, something that impassioned me a lot more. I decided to move in the direction of working with people who are slightly older and who had some kind of injury, illness or ailment. They were coming to the gym but they had arthritis. They were coming to the gym but they had fatigue-based problems. They were coming to the gym but they had muscle tension and pain and soreness, or maybe even a knee replacement. As I started working with these people, I realised I was going to need a greater skill set than what I had from both university and from doing my gym instructor and personal training qualifications. So I set about developing my skill set. Posture assessment and correction, scientific core training, Pilates, and then realised that I'm going to need to get some hands-on therapy as well. So massage and fascial medial massage and stuff like that. This went really well, but didn't quite do everything that I wanted it to do. You can give people good movement, you can strengthen them, you can increase their flexibility, and you can massage them and them to still have pain problems. Also, those kinds of things don't clear up headaches, migraine problems, blood pressure, etc., etc. So it occurred to me that I was going to have to study nutrition if I was going to make a big difference in people's lives. So I did the industry-based qualification. This was dubious. It was all about the government guidelines. So initially I thought it was really good, but it was all about height, weight, carbohydrates, protein, cutting fat, and didn't really allow for people's individuality. I was really lucky because the company I worked with put me with a guy called Simon Hartley. This man has worked with British cricket, British rugby, Premiership football teams, and many of our medal winners in the pool in 2012. He continues to do so. But he changed my whole paradigm and mindset about nutrition. And the fact that there's never going to be a one-size-fits-all diet guideline. And what's good for you isn't going to be good for your husband or your children, and it might not be good for your neighbour either, or a friend. He introduced me to the idea of biochemical individuality, and from that idea we produced the 6-week nutrition challenge. We ran that challenge, and this is over a decade ago now, really successfully. My clients came along and they lost weight and their pain levels went down, their energy improved, and then they referred more people to the course, which was brilliant. The problem is, as we had success, we also had people who were coming with more and more and more serious conditions. Until at one point I had somebody who had had diabetes for 30 years and was taking an incredible amount of medication. I had someone with an autoimmune condition, fibromyalgia, osteoporosis, all on the same course. It was time to learn a whole lot more. I turned to a process called metabolic typing because this allows epigenetic differences and allows us to understand that some people are vegetarian by genetic requirement and other people are meat eaters by genetic requirement, and everybody, you included, is somewhere on that scale. This is often why one diet works for one person and fails miserably for the other. So we increased what we were giving through the nutrition course, through the 6-week challenge that we set people. One of the key learnings was that one man's food literally can be another man's poison. I've worked with so many people who are eating really wholesome organic diets and taking great supplementation, but that is making them more unwell. They think they're eating a healthy diet. What people don't realise is that food stimulates or inhibits the glands and organs of our body. It can speed up or slow down the speed at which metabolism happens at a cellular level. Therefore, either driving things too hard and causing a problem, or slowing things down and causing a problem. Metabolic typing allows us to balance that out and work carefully with each individual developing the perfect diet plan. It's been so exciting working with people over the last decade to develop that perfect diet plan over a 6-week period.